Here's how you can get started with creating a character in Cyberpunk RED. The easy mode option is free and can be found on sites like DriveThruRPG. Just read through it and it will provide you with a life path choice table for your character, as well as pre-made sheets depending on your role you're wanting to play. If you're wanting more choice and detail, you can buy the core version of the book from DriveThruRPG for $30, or you can search for other sites for cheaper alternatives, or wait for them to come on sale on Humble Bundle. First, decide on which role you're wanting to play, which is your basic career path that you start off with. Each role has their own special traits. Some examples are rocker boys, who can generate fans who can help them out in a pinch and get them free stuff. Nomads, who have the easiest access to vehicles and customization options for them. And solos, who can switch their points between a number of benefits such as combat damage, perception, or initiative. Next up is your life path options. You can either roll for them or pick and choose what's best for you. There's also life path options for your role as well. And this will help you flesh out your character's backstory as well as their history. On page 72, you can choose your main stats and attributes. You can either roll on a table for them altogether or roll stat by stat. Alternatively, you can allocate 62 points for them as you wish. No stats can be lower than 2 or higher than 8. Your will and body stats will determine your HP, and your empathy will determine your overall humanity, which will affect how much cyberware you can install in the future without going cyber psycho. From page 81, you have your skills, which round out your profession and determine where you are competent. You can either pick a preset skills based on your role, or you can spend 86 points on either the recommended skills for your role or any skills in general. Some skills have a ×2, meaning that you need to spend 2 points to level them up. You can't take a skill higher than level 6. Also, you have 4 points in your cultural origin language as a freebie. And some skills need at least 2 points in them. And that's your core character made. Next up, from page 91 onwards, is your selecting your starting equipment and weapons and armor. You can either go fast and dirty from page 103 and pick from a selected table based on your role, which also covers your fashion. Or you can spend 2,550 euro bucks and buy the gear yourself. You don't keep the eds, so poor choices on your weapons and armor will come back and bite you. You do get 800 euro bucks to spend on clothes, and you do get to keep the change on that. From page 110, it's time to chrome up and get some cyberware. Most cyberware costs humanity to install, which lowers your overall empathy stat and can bring you closer to cyber psychosis. So lower empathy means less cyberware. You have the Street Rat and Fast and Dirty option, which provides you with recommended cyberware along with the humanity cost between 9 and 16. Or you can choose to spend 250 euro bucks and look through the cyberware options you want to take. However, you will be spending the humanity costs for installation, either choosing to roll for them or taking a flat amount of humanity loss. And after all that, your character should be complete and ready for play. Your character sheet should look a little bit something like this, but this will vary depending on the VTT or virtual tabletop you're playing on, or whether or not you're playing on pen and paper. Looking back and reviewing your character sheet, you should have the following: your character's name or call sign, as well as the role you have selected to play with 4 starting levels in them. Then you should have your life path options, whether or not you have rolled for them or selected. Then either 62 points in your stats, possibly more if you've opted to roll for them. Then 86 points distributed across your skills, whether or not you have divided them using the skill tables for your roles, or if you've just selected as you want to play. Then you should have 2,550 euro bucks worth of weapons, armor, and gear, and 800 euro bucks worth of fashion, or less with some euro bucks left over. And then the same for the cyberware options, 250 euro bucks worth either from the recommended for your role or picking and choosing as you please. And that's the basics of character creations for Cyberpunk RED. I recommend reading the core book for more details across what your stats and skills do, as well as then moving on to learning how to play the system if you haven't already. And thank you for making it to the end. This has been kind of something I've been mulling over and wanting to do for a while, as to add and flesh out some shorter content on my channel. But if you like this content, feel free to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you like, let me know what you dislike, so I can improve on future TTRPGs which I'll be covering more TTRPGs and more systems in future. If you're interested in seeing how Cyberpunk RED is played, I have a number of campaigns and one-shots on my channel, as well as one-shots for other systems like Lancer and Vampire the Masquerade. But yeah, thank you for watching.